Welcome back to the barn. As you can see, we are not in the barn. We are in the Dominican. Finally went ahead and got my episode. I waited till the last day so I could give a full recap of everything that we've done here. So first night, got in pretty late, hit the bars. Uh, Big mistake. I was laid up all day the next day. Was not feeling good. I'm kind of wondering if I didn't eat something kind of bad. Just by the way my symptoms were. But after that, I mean, it's been smooth. It's been fun. I did the wedding. The wedding was nice. They had a little walkout thing. I'll post pictures on my Instagram and stuff. But they had a nice walkout to like a big hexagon or octagon with some flowers on there. Haley's dress was amazing. Um, the only thing I didn't like, Rhett and I were matching, but I mean, I guess it's whatever. And then we did we were just hanging out. The Cavans got to go in the ocean for the first time. Haley's sister and her nephews and nieces got into the ocean for the first time. So that was good to see. Took them out to dinner when the Haley, my parents, and Tyler and her sister and brother-in-law went out to dinner, and I took their kids out to Italian. Had a little bit of a mishap with one of the littles. He got a little sick while we were standing in line. I'm wondering if there wasn't the 13 strawberry daiquiris that he had. They were sucking him down. I think they were all racing to see how many they could have. So he was not feeling too good going into that. So I took him home, and then my brother was with the other ones while I was taking him home, which actually was kind of weird because we had a reservation at, I believe it was at like 6:30, and he threw up in the line, and I took him back to the hotel, got him laid down, got him some water, got him on with the movie, and finally he fell asleep. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and head back, and I'll be back to check on you. And then by the time I got back there, they still didn't have their food or nothing. So I just went ahead and ordered, got my food, which I was very surprised that they didn't have their food by the time I got back. Because I was kind of thinking that I was getting a little screwed at dinner there. I was thinking I might have to order room service, which, by the way, I ordered room service today because so there's a buffet here. I had the buffet the other day for breakfast, and it was not all that good, just the breakfast wise. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and order some breakfast for breakfast today. And oh, excuse me. Oh, good. Excuse me. So I ordered some breakfast today at like 9 a.m. and nothing showed up. Nobody like called back like, hey, you're not gonna get your breakfast or nothing. So I was like, well, shoot, whatever. So I waited a little bit and I ordered lunch. I ordered a cheeseburger. And when you order burgers here, all they give you is mayonnaise for your burger. I might be white. I'm not that white. I won't even touch mayonnaise. So I was trying to just call in to order some mustard. Dude, I called room service, not even lying, probably 100 times, if not more, trying to get some anything. And at that point, I was just angry. It was like noon. I've been trying to eat since 9, and you can't eat anywhere unless you have a reservation, except for the buffet. And like, there's a coffee shop, but all they have in there is donuts. And I wasn't trying to just have some sugar. I wanted some actual food. And so I was just waiting on that, and I was fuming. I was so mad. And I was talking to my brother and my parents about it, and finally Tyler told me that they were grilling hamburgers and hot dogs over by the pool. And so I was fired up, went over there, got some food finally. I didn't eat till I think it was damn near 1, and I'd been trying to eat since 9, so I was feeling it. I was not happy. But yeah, that first night we got in, hit the bars kind of hard. Regret that a little bit. I was laid up all day the next day. I'm wondering if I didn't eat something a little bad that first night. Just by the way my symptoms were. And then after that, we went to. I think we were just chilling, honestly. We didn't do any excursions until Sunday. Uh, but I was helping out with taking care of the kids and stuff, and the kids finally got to see the ocean. They went swimming in the ocean. They were loving it. They were getting rolled by the waves. they were body surfing too. That was good to see, and they were pretty impressed because I mean, if you guys have ever seen me body surf, I'm pretty good at it. And then yeah, it's just been nice. The weather's been great. It has been raining, but it only rains for a little bit, and then it'll be done. And everything here has been pretty good, except for really the room service is pretty horrible here. Um, some of the food wasn't that great. We did eat. It was a new Italian restaurant. I guess not really new, but it had just reopened because they were under ooh, too low. But it was under construction our first couple nights here, and so we finally got into it on the day of the wedding. That place had some of the best beef tenderloin that I've maybe ever had. That was genuinely some immaculate food. The pasta was great. The chicken marsala wasn't that good, but it's chicken marsala. It's really whatever. And then on Sunday we went out. We went to I don't even know what it was called, but we went out and we were riding dune buggies through like rural Dominican. And that was awesome. I was driving. I had Brett and my mom and dad, and I was driving. And needless to say, we did not stay clean at all. I was ramping through puddles, driving right into the mud, and especially because the first time I did it, first time I hit the water, Brett was like kind of picking his feet up or whatever, and so I was like, hell yeah! As soon as I saw that he didn't like it, I was like, let me get him as wet as possible. And so as soon as there was a big old pothole, I just went right into it, splashed through. And down here, it's not really mud; it's like it's kind of like red clay, kind of like in Georgia. And so I ramped right into that stuff. All of us got sprayed with mud and stuff, and he's over there like, oh yeah. So I thought that was hilarious. We went to, and before that, we went to a little. You drive up there, and they teach you about. They show you the cocoa beans and the what the hell is it? The coffee plants. They show you those. And they show you some other natural plants down here, and they have this stuff called mamajuana, which is it's supposed to be like an herbal remedy. It's when you buy it, it looks like just a bunch of tree bark in a jar with like a little bit of water, but it's a liquor that's supposed to be healing, and it's also an aphrodisiac. All of them love making jokes. They'll be like, I got a little necklace thing, and they bless you. They're like, bless, bless, bless. Please don't kill my mom or my sister. And that was pretty good. Uh, man, yeah, it's been awesome down here. It was good to see Tyler and Haley get married for real. Because last time they got married, they just got married in a courthouse. It was great to see them fully get married. Meg was Haley's whatever it's called. Not the best man. Not what is it called? Not the not the. She was one of the bridesmaids, but it was whatever it is. Whatever maid of honor. There you go. She gave a speech at dinner, which that was pretty good. Everybody was crying, except for me, Tyler, and Esme. Esme is the littlest of the Cabans. She just kept looking at me and like she was making faces and stuff because she had taken a nap before dinner, so she was all hyper once we finally got to dinner. Uh, so it was me and Tyler sitting over there. I was just trying to keep Esme quiet because she was sitting over there growling. She was like, oh, doing her little mean mugging face while Meg was talking and everybody was crying and stuff. But her speech was very good. And then they looked over at me and they're like, "You gonna give one?" And I was like, "Oh man, I don't know," because I didn't know if I was supposed to give one or not. I never asked before, and Tyler was like, "No," but got me thinking a little bit about who I'm gonna have my best man as, which honestly it's really only between two people at this point. But that being said, I'm gonna have a girlfriend, so take it step by step. And but yeah, and then we ate hibachi, ate at a steakhouse here, had Italian, and then we had the buffet one night. Our first night here, we had the buffet, and so the first night that they had hibachi, because we got hibachi with kebabs, and then we had hibachi just tonight with just us. The first night that they had hibachi, it was the night I wasn't feeling all that good, so I was like, all right. And finally, by the time about dinner time rolled around, I was feeling okay enough that like I was like, all right, I can go. If I don't eat a lot, I can at least go sit and talk and just hang out, drink some water. And but I was like, well, I got like an hour before dinner, so I'll go take a walk on the beach because I mean, go get some fresh sea air, relax a little bit, sit in the sand, kind of, you know. And I walked down that way, and I finally got down far enough that somebody stopped me, and they were like, "What resort are you at?" And I showed them the Royalton, and they got mad at me. They're like, "No, no, 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 you go back that way." So I went back, and it was dark, and I thought I knew where I was. I knew that I had to look for the roofs here have it's like a straw hair type of thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it looks like hair. So I was just looking for the hairy huts, and I kept walking. I was looking, 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 and I thought that I saw it, and then I was like, nah, I didn't walk. Like it felt too short of a walk. I was like, I definitely walked farther than that. So I kept going, and I looked up and I saw orange roofing tiles, and I was like, haven't seen that before. I was like, all right, maybe I just didn't look at it, and I just kept walking. I kept going. I finally found the hairy huts again, but I was two resorts down. I walked all the way down to the Hard Rock hotel and casino down there, and I was just completely lost. I was walking around. I was trying to look at maps, trying to figure out where the Royalton was. Looking around, and I'd asked a couple of people there that worked at the Hard Rock. I was like, Royalton, and they were like, I don't really know. And finally, I made it back, and I got back to I got back, and I was like, and Tyler was trying to text me, but I didn't have Wi-Fi because I mean we didn't buy the international plan because it was I think mom and dad said it was like $500 or something crazy for us to be able to text and call while we were down here, and I was like, nothing's really that important, and so I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I was basically just broad dogging it, and I guess mom was getting worried because I guess abductions do happen here, so I guess that's fair, but ain't gonna happen to me. And then I finally got back and I asked them if they were still eating, and they were just finishing up. So I just went in there and ate a little bit off of one of the kids' plate because they didn't eat all their food. So I had a little bit off of theirs, which it actually worked out perfectly because I wasn't gonna eat that much either. But yeah, I got lost that second night, and then yeah, I mean everything here has just been it's been fun. It's been awesome. The service is a little shitty, but they're third world people. It's kind of to be expected, but not really. I guess not. I shouldn't really say that with the amount of money that all this shit costs. And dude, they gouge the hell out of you here. You pay all this money to get down here, and then so I had went and got $120 American, switch over to pesos, which is like I think 5 grand in pesos. Thinking I was like, all right, I'm about to be high rolling. I got 5 grand in a foreign country. Hell yeah, let's roll. Everything here is just in American dollars. And I was like, can I, like, here I can't even use my pesos at the resort. And I was like, so why did I do this? And we went off the resort one time and they took my pesos and it was still, I got a shirt, a little, like little ship thing and oh boy, I'd have to look at it. I don't remember what else I got. I know something else a little small. And each thing was, I think the ship was like $9 American. The shirt was $20 American, and whatever the little thing was, I think it was. Oh, I got three bracelets for $10, and that was all. That came out to be like I think it was 20, and I got a bag of chips because I was absolutely starving because I didn't have breakfast that morning. So got a little bag of Lay's lemon chip or lime chips. And all of that came out to be, I think, like 2,700 pesos. I was like, golly, like prices here were just ridiculous. You'd have to go to the actual Dominican, get away from all this tourist stuff to actually be able to be a roller like that. Yeah, everything else has been great. The food it is a little bit iffy. Um, by far the Italian restaurant was the best on the night of the wedding, and that cake was so good. The cake was amazing. Which actually we still have some. Not even some. They still have a lot of cake. We were eating it tonight after our hibachi part two, which that was fun. They love. They go. They go ba ba da da ba, and you gotta clap with them, and then they go yeah baby, and then they tell you to go wow. So it's pretty fun. And they today was they were giving out all these sheets for kind of like a review type deal. And so all the workers were lining the walkways and stuff, telling you to give everybody the happy face and stuff. And which honestly, I did not give the happy face on all of it. I put sad and medium for probably most of it. I only put happy for a couple of the things, and I put like a 3 to recommend it. Honestly, guys, I would not recommend coming here. You can definitely get better stuff somewhere else. It's just not all that great. But yeah, Oregon won though. That was awesome. I was watching football down here. I was hoping for Texas. I was really hoping for Texas to win, but they came up short. And but Oregon, wow, dude, what a game! What a game! That was awesome to see. First year in the Big Ten, already Big Ten champs. Awesome to see. Could not be more proud of that team. That was amazing. And honestly, proud of Penn State too, which they fought hard. Drew Aller, he threw 2 picks. The first one was basically a pick six. The second one sealed the game, so I know he was feeling rough. But in all honesty, them losing that game helped them more than it would have if they would have won. Because now they have a freaking cakewalk to the Natty. Which I say that, but I'm hoping SMU knocks them out. I'm hoping if SMU doesn't get it done, that Boise gets it done. But Boise, all they really have is Ashton Genty. And Penn State has a great run defense. I might get a little bit wet. I mean, I'm already wet. The chair's freaking wet. And I was washing out my shoes after driving all that stuff because I didn't bring any like shitty tennis shoes. So I had my Nikes when I was driving my dune buggy. So I had those washed out. I had them sitting out here, and then it just started downpouring out of nowhere, and my shoes got wet again. So now I've got them tucked up in the corner, hopefully to dry out. But yeah, I'm hoping Penn State kind of gets knocked out. I don't really know why. I just kind of want to see him lose. It's really just James Franklin. I mean, he can't win big games anyway, so I don't really foresee him. I don't foresee them doing anything with their spot anyways. And I was happy to see Alabama got knocked out, which now Alabama plays Michigan New Year's Eve in the Rely Quest Bowl. So that'll be a good little rematch. It's freaking raining again. Golly. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's raining again. But it's not horrible. Yeah, so seeing Oregon win, that was awesome. Went to the casino a little bit. Lost all my money. Well, I shouldn't say that. I gained it back the first night, and then I went back again and lost it, which I was kind of like, whatever. Only got a couple of souvenirs. Really nothing, just because they were price gouging like hell. Other than that, I mean, everything was all inclusive and stuff, so all that stuff was nice. Being able to go up to the bar, get whatever you want. All the food was already paid for. So you could order really whatever you wanted, try all the desserts, try everything. Wow, it's really starting to come down, I think. Wow. And, so yeah, I mean, God, getting wet out here, boy. Ooh, dog. That's alright. But, had to do a little bit of homework down here. It wasn't bad. I should have already done it before I left, but, I had one more thing to do. I had to do a little, recording talking about stare decisis and why it's bad. So that was a cakewalk. Yeah, other than that, everything's been awesome. It's been fun. I had a little bit of a damper with one of the people on the trip, but he's just not that fun of a guy to be around. So not much you can really do when the guy's just not fun. Wow, I really don't know if this is gonna pick up all that well. It's perfect. I'm gonna show you guys. It is raining out there. This is the view off of my. Oh wow. This is the view off of my porch here. That's what we're looking at. And people keep walking by, so I keep looking over. Wow, dude, it is. Wow, wow, wow. This is my tennis office. Yeah, but I met some people from the resort over, and I was talking. They were talking to me before we were taking family pictures, and they asked me if I want to go over there that night, and I went over there to go have a couple drinks with them or whatever. And the one of the security guards, I think that resort is more if you're ethnic and kind of speak the language. Um, Because he walked over and immediately beeline to me. He was like, what do you, let me see. And I had my thing like, I had my, so how they show you is you got the Royalton thing right here. And I showed him like this so that he couldn't see it. I just showed him the little tag and he fucking grabbed me and flipped it over. And he's like, Royalton, you get out. I was like, oh boy. And then there were some kids peeing in the bushes that he started yelling at, so I just kept walking. But yeah, that was fun. The kids were great. Kids were great. They actually behaved a lot better than I kind of expected them to. Because I babysitted them, or I guess is it babysitted or babysat? I think it might be babysat. I babysat them uh, when they actually first got married back in June, because they were going out to the casino that night in Iowa. So I had them at Ty's house, and they were good that time. They were wound up because they were all hyped up off sugar and stuff off that dinner. And then they got back to Ty's house, and Ty lives in the city, so they do have a big yard though, but it wasn't like going outside type of deal. So they were running around the basement and stuff, and they were wanting to play video games, and the younger ones wanted me to tie them up in a blanket and throw them around and stuff. And which I mean, I really don't care about doing that stuff. Uh, used to have to do that quite a bit. Not so much anymore, but that's all right. Shit happens. Yeah, the kids are great. Listened very well. A lot better than I kind of expected them to, but they're good. I mean, because they range from, wow, I know Emma's the oldest and she's 12. Easton's 10. Eli's 8 or 9. I, I don't really know how old Evan and Esme are. I think Esme might be 5, 4, 5, maybe 5, 6. And Easton's right in there, 6, 7, maybe. So they're maybe not even that old. Maybe Esme's younger. Maybe Esme's 4 and Easton's like 5 or 6. Maybe it's like that. So they range. The oldest is only 12. Uh, and she's pretty emotional, and she was getting all tore up during Meg's speech because Meg and Haley have been friends for forever. I remember back when Tyler first started dating Haley, I met Meg. I mean, because I was, wow, dude, I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know how old I was when Tyler and Haley started dating. I think they've been together for like 11. Well, hold on, let me. Ty was a senior. Dude, I don't even know. I can't even. I don't even know. It would take me too long. I should have already done that before I started this. But anyway, needless to say, it's been a long time. Uh, but yeah, she was getting all tore up over that, and I thought that was pretty funny. Uh, man, man. But yeah, got me thinking about my wedding a little bit. But there again, gotta have a girlfriend first. So we'll get to that when that comes. And yeah, everything else was great though. Hanging out with Ty was fun. Because I don't get to see, I don't hardly really get to see them at all. Because they're back home in Nebraska, and I'm out in North Carolina, so I only get to see them when they come visit me or I go visit them. And it was good to kind of be on a neutral zone where it was we all didn't know what was going on, so we all got to figure it out together, and that was fun. Ty and I went to the casinos a couple times. Me and him were watching football together, cutting it up, which I wish they were talking about moving down to North Carolina. I think at the end of last year they wanted to move down, but they decided to stay home. Which if he moved down, that'd be awesome. But I don't think they're ready for all that yet. And then, yeah, it was just great to see everybody. I guess I say everybody. I really just mean Ty and Haley. And it was good to see the kids again. Uh, they do like me. I think they kept telling me they like me, so and they wanted to hang out. So that's always a good thing, which I like because I'm the youngest of us, and Ty used to take me out when he was older because he's 7 years older than I am, and so he would take me out with his buddies and stuff. So it's kind of coming full circle finally, and it's nice to be able to kind of repay that favor, especially because it's his nieces and nephews now. So it's nice to be able to do that for him and let them go do their kind of older adult things because they're they're kind of getting up there now. Ty's 26, fucking getting old now. But so yeah, it's nice for them to be able to go do their stuff, and it's fun for me because I get to hang out with them, and it's just kind of fun. Because I mean, they're little shits, but they're fun. They're fun, and I like giving them shit and having fun with them because they're usually pretty good sports about it. I mean, really, it's just me and Easton and Emma going at it, but because the younger ones, Eli, he's kind of more of just a hangout type of guy. And then Evan and Esme are younger, so I mean, you're not gonna tease them all that much. And I mean, you can do it a little bit, but you're not gonna do a whole lot. You're gonna try to keep them a little bit happier because you don't want any tantrums or nothing. But they were not jiving with Brett, which kind of seemed to be the theme of the trip here. Um, but he's horrible with kids, and he always talks about how he is sitting in there. He is asleep, but I don't really care. I'll say it to his face. He wants to be the fun uncle, but he can't even have fun with people his own age. So, well, I mean, and he hates kids. He hates being around them. I mean, the whole time we were at the dinner, all he could do is tell the kids to shut up and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, you're kind of just being a dick here. But it was whatever. Finally, he went back. He came back to the hotel, which he just sat in the hotel really the whole time. He's not all that great, but everybody else had fun. I had fun. We leave tomorrow at noon, so it's Monday right now. We leave Tuesday at noon. This probably won't even be posted to, I'm guessing Wednesday, maybe Tuesday night, depending on what time I get home. And then I'll probably drop another one once I get home. I'll probably come at you guys with two, giving a little talking about something else because Marcus hit me up with an idea which I thought was good. But I want to go ahead and give you guys a recap of the Dominican first, and I might honestly, I was thinking about it. I might have Ryan come on with that one because him and I have kind of the same experience. He wanted me to compare living in Nebraska and living in North Carolina, which I might bring Ryan on because Ryan's from Iowa and now he lives in North Carolina too. So we'll see. Might get him on. I think that'd be a fun one especially for his first one. I think that'd be a fun one for us to do. Something easy. I got some cigars I'm gonna bring home, so the fellas can enjoy some Dominican cigars. That'll be fun. And then, man, that might be about all I got. What time have we got here? 10:20. Yeah, so I'm leaving out of here. We gotta leave at. We're leaving the resort at like noon. Our flight's not till 3, and I don't think we're getting home till about midnight or so. Because we got to drive home from Jacksonville too. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but I wanted to go ahead and get this shebang because I did talk about coming down here, and I said I might, and I know some people wanted me to talk while I was down here. I was hoping that I was planning on doing it on my phone. The only problem is I don't have an adapter for my microphone, and I didn't want it to be too windy because I wanted to do it on my phone down by the beach. Probably should have finished that thought before I just started rambling. I wanted to do it on the beach, but I didn't want to take my computer down there, and I wanted to do it on my phone, but I thought it was going to be too windy, and I don't have an adapter, so I couldn't do it anyways. But yeah, I wanted to walk and talk, show you guys some of the stuff, because I mean the stuff here it's very beautiful. I mean the architecture is done very well, and the designs are very nice, and it looks amazing. It looks great. Just and everything was great. Honestly, it was fun. The excursion was super fun, which I almost put a little bit of a damper on us before we even left because I had kind of just woken up because they told us we were leaving at 11, and I woke up at 10 and I went back to sleep till 10:30, and then they were telling us that we had a meeting at 10:45. Oh shoot, because they came in and they were talking to us and stuff. My Tyler came in and got us and stuff, and I was all, kind of freaking just waking up, and I was wearing my other sunglasses that are that I've had for I don't know a couple of years or whatever, and they got scratched up at the beach back home, and I went to go sit down over by Haley, and she had a coffee right there, and the coffees here are so hot, and I went to go pick it up to move it like over by her, and I was groggy about it. I wasn't really, I should have been paying more attention, but I had my glasses on, so I thought it was over her knee, and I don't know if she moved or not. I don't really want to blame it on her. It was definitely my fault. It was a complete accident, but it was completely my fault. I went to go move it over, and I freaking caught her knee, and spilled down the side of her leg. She started yelping. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I thought she was gonna just start beating the shit out of me, but she was all right for a little bit. And then, golly, we freaking sat on the bus to go to the excursion. I mean, I'm 6'3", all right, so I'm not a short individual. And the bus was, I mean, it was like this much legroom. So I sat down, and my knees were going into the next seat, and Brett was sitting in front of me, and my knees kind of like went into his back and his butt or whatever. He starts freaking out. I'm like, "Oh, damn, dude. Like, jeez." And then finally, once we got to the excursion, I made sure Haley was okay because love her, but she's one of those people that if you fuck up and then you start talking to her instantly, it's not gonna go well in your favor. So I gave her the ride to cool down, which it was like a 30-minute ride. Let her cool off, and then we were cool. I mean, she knew I didn't mean to do it on purpose, but just in the moment, she was not she was not happy with me, which I felt horrible. I was like, damn, and I was like, oh man, I just felt horrible. I just felt horrible about it, but we're all right now. So, but yeah, that was fun, and I think we're talking about taking another trip probably next year. Definitely not here. I don't know where they want to go. I know Haley wants to go to Jamaica, man, which I think that would be awesome. I would love to go to Jamaica, but we will see. And man, that might be about all I got. If you guys do want to see, I don't know if I can't remember if I said it in the first part of this or not, because I did a take before this, and I kept fumbling on my words and messing up. But I will be posting. Oh wow, dude, there's a huge cockroach walking on the side over there. Wow, he's carrying a stick. Where's that ant? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Weird Dominican bug carrying a stick. But yeah, so I'm gonna post pictures from down here. We got some family pictures. We got pictures at the wedding. I'll have my mom send me the stuff from the dune buggies and stuff. I'll probably put the link down below to my Instagram, or if you guys just want to go ahead and look, it's just Wade _ Whitaker Whitaker. Not two T's, just one. And yeah, if you guys do want to check that out, Instagram's public. Y'all can see it. And if you guys do want to see it, my mom will probably post some more stuff on Facebook, which I guess I don't know if I'll put that on here or not, just because I got some I got some old stuff that you guys will probably go see through and look. But I guess I don't really care. It's just old pictures of me. I just look like a little bit of a goofball. But yeah, I'll drop that stuff if you guys want to check that out, and I guess I'll just have to catch you guys on the next one. I'll probably post when I get back home. I'll post this one when I get back home, and I might do another one depending on how I'm feeling and what's going on with that. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.